When I was at Oxford, the Chancellor was Harold Macmillan, and there was this magnificent portrait of Harold Macmillan in the university offices. And then he was succeeded by Hattersley, I think, and then Lord Patten. And Lord Patten is now stepping aside, and the race is on with Rory Stewart being pitched as a serious contender. And now there's a leak which has come out from an email to Oxford academics saying, from a lady called Gillian Aitken, saying that the university would not tolerate or doesn't want more politicians, active politicians, in the role. This would rule out Theresa May. Boris Johnson says he's not in the running. Imran Khan, well, that's an interesting possibility. But certainly it would rule out Mrs. May, which is something of a relief from my point of view, because I think Mrs. May has had a dreadful record. She is responsible for the hostile environment, and her ability to dither is matched by none. Indeed, much of the problems that we've got at the moment seem to go down to Mrs. May's dithering. Roy Jenkins, wonderful example of a chancellor. And well, yeah, maybe I've just made a mistake earlier on, but the election of the Chancellor of Oxford is a statement of Oxford's role within the national life. And while Mrs. May may be somebody who had been at Oxford, I don't think she has really done a great service to the university in her role as Prime Minister, other than being the second woman Prime Minister in the country. I mean, is anyone suggesting that Liz Truss should become the Chancellor? Sir Anthony Seldon, I think, would be a very interesting Chancellor, except he's the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Birmingham. And he has said the Chancellor has to be the best. It should be a choice about merit and about somebody who is prepared to invest their time in the work. It's not a sinecure, and it's not simply an opportunity for a parade once a year. It's an opportunity for somebody to be hands-on and to be a final point of reference for the university, for students, and an ambassador in the wider world. And that really means somebody with seniority. So simply because somebody has been the head of one of the major university colleges doesn't mean that person should then be in the running to be Chancellor of the university. The Chancellor of the university the Chancellorship should be held by somebody senior. And the Chancellor of the University of Cambridge was held by Prince Philip for years, and now there's a really ugly statue of him, and which needs to be replaced by something appropriate. And though I enjoyed the gown, I enjoyed the painted bronze, but the face, it's not appropriate to replace the face of Prince Philip with a squashed egg. But then, of course, we haven't yet had the possibility of Theresa May as Chancellor of the University of Oxford, have we? Imran Khan would be such an interesting choice.